So the Powerbeats Pro 2s have just officially came out, and you might be trying to figure out exactly how to use these brand new headphones. Now, the thing I can definitely tell you is that these headphones are very, very nice. You made a really good decision by buying them. And if you are going to go buy them, I would recommend just going through and making sure you're not battering the case too much, making sure you're, charging it whenever you can. It does take USB Type-C in the back. Taking a look at the outside of the case, this is the charging case. So make sure you don't lose it because this is how you charge your Powerbeats. You have your Beats logo at the very top, which is nice. At the bottom, you just have this clasp. You have an LED light right here. There's no buttons on the side or anything like that. This does support wireless charging, so you can always throw this on a wireless charger. And then you also have the charging port on the back. So you can go through, plug this into a charging port for the most part, and then be good to go. And then that's kind of it. That's all you really have to mess around with here. Now, when you open up the case for the first time, you will see that the case itself will automatically come into pairing mode. The LED light at the bottom will automatically start flashing back and forth like on and off, and you will see the Powerbeats in and of itself in the case. Now, if you want to go ahead and connect them straight to a device, if you just bring your iPhone close to these particular headphones, they will automatically connect. You will see a pop-up come up at the very bottom. They will automatically connect, and that's basically all you're going to have to do. Now, if you want, you can also go through and basically hold down this button right here, which is the pairing button. If you want to basically just get it into pairing mode like manually, you can hold down this button right here that will bring this into pairing mode, and then you're just going to have to basically manually pair them by going into the Bluetooth settings. Now, once they're connected, you're pretty much good to go. To take these things out of the case, all you're going to have to do is kind of bring this case out just like so, and then you can go and put these in your ear. So this one is for your right ear. So it says right on the side. It should say right somewhere. So this one goes into your right ear, and this one goes into your left ear. Now, they charge within this area. So in order for them to charge, you have to make sure you put them back inside of the case like this. Now, they basically magnetically kind of go in there anyways, so they'll just automatically clip into place, so you don't have to worry about that too much. Looking at the Powerbeats themselves, if you're kind of looking at them, you have a couple different things to keep in mind here. Now, there's a few things. Number one, these particular headphones, they have the Beats logo right there. These portions go over your ear. These things are really good for running and workouts because these things will clasp over your ear, and you can just put them there. At the very top, you have this little button right here. This button will basically allow you to go ahead and basically change the sound, play the song, change the volume, enable Siri, those things like that. You can kind of maneuver around with these particular buttons. And then you can go ahead and slide these things over your ear, and then that's that. Now, these things do have cameras inside of them, which actually do monitor heart rate. So you can see they have the sensors right there. That is a really cool thing that we basically have the capability of doing now. So that in and of itself is really sick. Now, you also have these ear tips as well that you can interchange. So if you want, you can always go and interchange them. And the way I do it is by kind of going up and sliding these things to the top, just like so. I'll be able to see the plastic there. Then I can just kind of grab the plastic and kind of move it out. So that's kind of how I do it. You can change these for smaller ones or bigger ones. And to place it back, you can just slide it in and kind of clip it into place back just like this. So that is an option you can do right there. And you can kind of look at it and make sure it looks good. But that's basically how it's done there as well. So now you can put these in your ear and you should be good to go. And to put them back in the case, like I mentioned before, you can go ahead and slide them back into place just like so. And they, once again, magnetically go in there. So they go into there and they go into there, and then you're basically good to go from that side. So that is that for the Powerbeats. Now, there's a lot of things that you can modify them within the iPhone settings themselves. So if you make your way over into your iPhone settings, there's some very big things to keep in mind. Now, number one, you do have the capability of modifying and seeing a lot of stuff within your AirPods settings or your Beats settings. So go inside of your settings application of your Powerbeats. At the very top, you'll see this Powerbeats option that comes up right here. So what you're going to want to do is you want to go ahead and tap into your Powerbeats right here, and you will see this portion come up. Now, this is something that's really cool because this allows you to go and customize a lot of settings for your Powerbeats. So right here where it says noise control, you can basically turn on or off your noise cancellation just by coming into this panel. So this is something that's actually really cool. So if you want to, you can go ahead and enable or disable your noise cancellation. I'd recommend probably just keeping it on noise cancellation if you want to. but you can also quickly join noise like transparency mode, which allows you to see everything around you. So that is something that's actually very cool. You have that type of capability right there. You can also kind of modify your settings around you as well. So what you can do is you can actually go through, if you want to, you can essentially change your left button. You know, you have those two buttons on the side. You can change your left button to basically go through and, you know, have transparency mode enabled, noise cancellation, you know, one of those things. You can also go through and kind of check your other areas as well, which is really awesome. So you can go and do that there. You can change your right button to do something else. So you can kind of go back and forth and kind of, you know, modify it whichever way you want to, but you can do that within this type of panel. Now, on top of that, you can have your call controls. So if you want to, you can change your call controls that way, which that is another really cool thing that you can do. And then if you want to, you can also go through and change your, you know, heart, you can enable or disable your heart rate sensor right here. Now, your heart rate sensor basically is a new feature that's just enabled within these Powerbeats. So what it allows you to do is it allows you to go through and measure your heart rate and see your heart rate when your headphones are in your ear. So if you want to see how it works, you can tap on see how it works, and it will automatically kind of start measuring your heart rate. Now, if you come here, you can go and click on continue. You want to secure your fit inside of your ears, and it's going to start allowing you to monitor your heart rate. So click on continue, and it does allow you to connect it to gym equipment if you want to. So you can connect it to certain equipment if you want to around you, which is really cool. Click done. But also, if you're using running applications, you know, if you're using things like the Nike Run Club app, I think if you're using the stock fitness application that comes up inside of your iPhone as well, or the health app, you should be able to kind of see your heart rate when you're doing those workouts. So that makes things a lot easier and a lot better as well, because now you don't have to go through and you don't have to like go and, you know, like measure it separately. You can now just use your headphones to measure your heart rate, which is really cool. Now, on top of that, if we keep looking, you have your automatic ear detection. I'd probably recommend keeping that on. You have the ability of automatically connecting into this iPhone, which again, I think that's a nice feature. Probably recommend keeping it on. You have your personalized spatial audio. So this is something that's really cool because it allows you to go ahead and kind of actually create a customized, you know, way of listening to your AirPods and, you know, or your Powerbeats while listening to your devices. And it's actually a really cool thing. And that's another really nice thing going on with it. You can have your microphone if you want to enable or disable your microphone natively inside of this. You can have it always on the left earbud, right earbud, or just automatically switch it. And you can change your accessibility settings, your ear tip fit test. So if you want to go and see how your ear tips fit, if they fit right, you can kind of measure it there. Then you have some other information at the bottom. You can disconnect your beats if you want to, and you can forget your beats if you want to as well. So that is that. If you ever lose your Powerbeats, you can always go through and open up the Find My application, not the Files application. You can open up the Find My application, and depending on what devices you have, you can click on Devices right here, and you can always try finding your Powerbeats that way as well, just in case you lose them. So that is basically how you go ahead and use your Powerbeats. Like I said, these are very good headphones. They're some of the best headphones you can have, and they have some capability that some other devices don't even have yet, which is actually pretty insane. Like, these are in some ways better than the AirPods Pro 2s, which is actually pretty insane in and of itself. So I would also recommend, if you want to, you can throw these in another case like a skin or something like that, but even then I wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend just keeping these in decent condition as often as you can. But these are very good headphones. You made a right choice, and I really want to know what you guys think about these headphones. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.